Greetings everyone, it's me again, Ashra from Blood Moon Pictures. Done with my nerves because I wanted to start streaming half an hour ago, but Streamlabs just kept kicking me in the balls, as usual. Because why the freaky freak not? I guess. And yeah. That about sums up my life. It took me ages to not only get Streamlabs to work again, but also to make sure that my face is seen, because for some reason Streamlabs did not accept my camera input, and then it kept crashing. Anyway, greetings everyone, it's me again, Ashra from Blood Moon Pictures, and welcome to World of Warcraft 9.1, where today we finally, since I finished the raid and made it into a video last time in a video, I mean, fair enough, that's where it is. And yeah, because I was able to do that, we can finally look at the final story chapter of Chains of Domination, which is called What Lies Ahead. Which I am... Why is the thumbnail not working? This about sums up my life. It's not like the week hasn't been bad already. Anyway, the Primus has the quest for us, and I will distract myself from everything BS that happened today in the past week with this. You don't know about anything you don't have to know. I'm just really at the end of my nerves today. Also one of the reasons why I had to take a day off. Anyway, Doorway in the Dark. I fear our efforts to stop Zoval have been thwarted, mortal. You think? He dipped. He destroyed the Arbiter and dipped. A doorway has been opened to a forbidden realm, and the Banished One has reclaimed a power taken from him long ago. So, you do admit you took it from him, but, like, to why? What is the purpose, if you will? I sense your allies returning from the Sanctum of Domination. I must know every detail of what transpired. I mean, I am one of the allies, and in lore, I would say that everyone was part of that. Literally everyone. Because big raid, big bad. I mean, maybe some of the bosses where you have to do them can do them in whatever order, what were done by different groups and stuff, but whatever.
The covenants must stand as one. Your allies approach, mortal. We tried to stop her, to stop them both. We failed.
The jailer is gone, and he's taken Anduin with him.
Then the day I long dreaded has finally come to pass.
Await Jaina's return. That is Jaina's return. Ask Jaina what happened at Torghast. Witness the end. Okay, I thought I knew what Sylvanas was capable of. I believed we could stop her and rescue Anduin, but the jailer had the upper hand all along. And to catch you guys up to what happened at the end...
we need.
Too long I endured the Maker's flawed design. I will forge a new reality where all shall serve.
I will never serve.
Still chained by mortality. You did help restore something stolen from me. Allow me to repay you in kind. To their mercy. Come, be the first to witness reality's end.
Cannot let him reach me.
And there we have it. So, I had a long time to think about this cutscene, and first of all, he definitely grabbed the part of her soul that was fractured when Arthur struck down... Like, when Arthur struck down a bunch of people, the soul shattered into two pieces, like Uther's, and all the other pieces we saw when we were in the mall, and for some reason we just took Uther's because, we're dumb player characters. I'm convinced that the player character is just a stupid no-brainer. And he basically returned to her that piece of her that was fractured from her, that was taken from her in the moment of her death, of her first death. And Zoval seemed... I'm not sad, I'm just disappointed, kind of disappointed. Like, his pity seemed generous. I would have wished to know what his face looked like at that moment. And for some reason, in the higher def cutscenes, he looks way older than his player model, than his character model does. Like, he looks way more like an old man in the face. I don't know if that's because of like limitations or if it's just like two different design teams or whatever. Anyway, another thing is that another thing that I have in my head for the entire situation here is when Sylvanas finally was like, for fuck's sake, and shot him, tried and failed. Basically, he was lying to her, and she was like, yeah, why would this master of all things lie to me? But also, she is blinded by her own just desire for something better, for the bad fear, what they think not to be true, especially because she has been whispered to by him for years now, and through the Valkyrie and stuff like that, and she like saw time and time again, okay, yeah, this war kind of sucks and we all have to suffer and die. How about no one ever has to die? Maybe that's her train of thought. And like he whispered, the chains of fate's design and blah blah blah, and who knows what he told her. But I think we'll find out here. And she finally was like, okay, F this. They've been right, and he just wants to make everyone serve, which is not what I have been promised, but apparently they've been right. F that guy. But, yeah. It doesn't make anything better that she did, not by the least. And I still hope that it won't be a full, oh, we forgive you, Jaina. Forgive you, Sylvanas kind of end thing.
We cannot let the world.
Jaina
fight
appears
us.
sad but resolute. We still have hope. I don't know where you get that from, but sure. Before Anduin followed the jailer through the gateway, he dropped something. I don't think this was part of the jailer's plan. Now that I think of it, I always just assumed it was just like a final sign of you won't get him back. This is the last piece of whatever. But then again, yeah, I don't think that was part of the jail's plan. It must be a sign that Anduin's soul is still his own. That might be true because he was able to fight back once. He might be able to fight back more. Yeah, that makes sense. Never mind. Jaina opens her hand to show you a golden compass. The golden compass we found in Legion and brought to her. Well, not to her. We brought it to Anduin because it was formerly Rin, his father's. This was very personal to Anduin. I feel his presence upon it. We need to know why he left it with us, for us.
I know what must be done.
Jaina, what was it that Anduin left behind?
A compass. It was a gift to his father. Varian had it with him just before we fought the Legion on the Broken Shore. I don't believe Anduin dropped it by accident. He must have wanted us to find it.
As a sign that he hasn't been fully dominated by the jailer's power?
I believe it's more than that. I sense an enchantment upon the compass. Perhaps Anduin used the light to leave us a message. Bolvar, will you help us examine the compass?
Of course, Jaina. The compass is imbued with a memory.
I sense it too. Very clever, Anduin. What did you want us to see?
Interesting that he has like fire magic. I really wonder what his like powers are because we haven't really seen him fight after not being the Lich King anymore. What are his powers? Oh. It's me!
The battle is almost upon us. I will deal with the invading forces atop Torghast. When we reach Oribus, you will defend Zoval while he completes the ritual.
You mean he will compel me to defend him? Each time he dominates my will, I feel myself slipping further away. Is this what you felt when Arthas raised you, Sylvanas? Hollow, empty. Everything you once were, consumed by darkness.
Yes, young Naive. But in the end, the sacrifices we've made will have been worth it. Once the cycle of life and death has been broken and remade, we will...
By that time, I'll have been lost. And so will you. I only hope my friends will remember me as I was. Not what you made me to be.
No, Anduin. We won't lose you. I swear it.
Interesting that Sylvanas thinks that her sacrifice by the hand of Arthas, which she hates him for and killed him for, wanted to kill him for, and when that was done, she wanted to kill herself off, and the jailer was like, nope. Since the Lich King failed, I'll have you. Kind of deal. that she believes everything would be worth it. But since her part of the soul was in the jailer's hand, like, having, like, the one half of a soul in the hand of, like, in his hand, while manipulating her with words, who knows how much influence that was on her. But still, I mean, you could argue she was a slightly different person because the soul was literally ripped into two halves. Uther has been a different person as well when he chucked Arthas down into the maelstrom, the maw. And in that time, until we were able to like give it back to him and he was not consumed by rage and other things anymore, still, it all depends on how Savannah sees her own actions
The way forward
and stuff.
will not be
And I still like, my wish for all of this is at the end Sylvanas will have to go to Revendreth and atone for her sins. And maybe it will be easier for her because she's like, yeah, I now know what the frick I've done, but it was that part of my soul, so what the fuck. But yeah. Tears fall from Jaina's eyes. Also, kudos to the animators. Because they used the HD cinematic models again for an in-game cutscene in real-time rendering, which is amazing. We cannot lose him, no matter what it takes.
The Alliance will endure.
So let's talk to Sylvanas, I guess, because she's the next lead we have. Also, what do you say?
Loktar,
Seeing the fate that awaits mortal soul, okay.
for Azeroth, Thromkar. Together, we
It caused me
are
to reflect on
strong.
choices I've made. Interesting.
We all have a
Um,
duty to fulfill.
Our efforts were focused on preventing the jailer from shattering the barrier around the Maw and invading the rest of the Shadowlands. Instead, he expanded the Maw itself to envelop Oribos and claim the Arbiter's sigil. I do not fully understand what we witnessed atop Torghast, but the Primus certainly does. It is time we enact his contingency plan. Containment? Ish. The Covenants will arrive with their sigils shortly. Inform the Primus so we are ready to begin. And I get a renown already.
The chains of the past
This is short.
still bind us.
I mean, it is called What Lies Ahead. From a thing like that, I do expect it to be short.
War is at hand.
Your efforts have helped the Covenants remember their sacred purpose. Allow me to forge a key to follow Zoval to the land of the first ones. Wait, the new sigils they have manifested will allow me to forge a key to open Zoval. To follow Zoval. Okay, signal the primes to begin. This is not what I thought was gonna happen.
Do not forsake Zoval. May have won the battle, but he will not win the war. We stand united in purpose, and together we shall claim victory. Covenants of the Shadowlands, step forward.
Stonewright, Uther,
My memories still haunt me, hero.
Draka, Lady Moonberry. With the sigils. That's interesting. Let me start. I think every character with their respective covenants would be standing with their respective covenants. That's fairly
The
obvious.
Winter Queen sends to you the steadfastness of Ardenweald.
My price.
Death Knights
we
as well.
offer you the
Here.
might of Maldraxxus.
Was
Oops.
it all for naught?
Toward the wound beneath his chestplate. When Arthur struck me down, Frostmourne shattered my soul, but it was not divided into one part that was noble and another that was cruel. Rather, it was as if a portion of my consciousness remained frozen in time, while the rest of my soul carried on. Ah. To feel that missing fragment restored, well, it has caused me to reflect upon many of the choices I have made.
Justice,
So,
vengeance, a line so thin.
oh yeah, Uther, you're right. Sometimes justice can be
To
vengeance,
our cause, I present the devotion of Bastion.
but vengeance can never be justice.
Revendreth humbly offers our unity and purpose.
Okay, I clicked everyone, right? Now it's just him.
The hour of battle is upon
Present the
us.
sigils to the Primus.
You must not falter. 4 covenants united. Our hope stands renewed.
That was anticlimactic.
Fate has drawn you here.
Or less climactic as thought. Excellent, mortal, you have done your part. Now my work begins.
If we fail, all will
Primus.
be undone.
What we witnessed in the Arbiter's chamber, it was beyond mortal understanding.
Once, Zoval stood among us as the Arbiter. Yet, he defied the will of the First Ones, and sought to unmake the balance of the cosmos. For his crimes, we stripped our brother of his power, and bound him to the Maw. It was I who scribed the runes of domination upon his flesh. We used Zoval's anima to construct a new Arbiter, one that would be dispassionate and just. I should have realized that he would never stop fighting to reclaim his power and see his schemes through to their bitter end.
What will his next move be?
Zoval pursues the secrets locked within the sepulchre. Should he find the knowledge he seeks, all that you know will be undone. 4 sigils represent the renewed hope of the Covenants. I will use them to forge a key, though I must find something to replace the Arbiter's sigil. Keep pressing the attack against the Jailer's forces. When the key is ready, I will call for you. Death comes for the soul of your world, mortal. But together, we may yet save it.
Oh, there's a bunch of... Oh, you leave? Okay. Okay, I think these are stay a while and listens. I love that they're shown like this. Okay. So... Okay, most of the things we hear already knew, but the Arbiter was basically not its own being. Maybe the Arbiter wasn't even conscious as a being that much, and it was just a silent being that just wove where things went like a robot. And now, since Zoval got it back, the Arbiter, well, he's gone. He's brokey. Huh. That explains why there are only 5 pillars. And the Arbiter is floating. As well. Okay, let's do talk a while and stay a while and listens. Just remain. Stay a while and listen. I already read this before.
The Forsworn, by the light. Jaina Proudmore, is that you?
Uther? Uther! A Kyrian! Of course, it suits you.
I barely recognized you, my lady. The last time we spoke was at...
Strathholm. After the calling.
I remember. You still think of him too, don't you? even after all these years.
I've tried to put the past behind me. Now, with what's been done to Anduin, all those painful memories have flooded back again.
Memories are like mirrors. They show us parts of ourselves, sometimes parts we'd like to forget. But you can choose what lessons to carry forward and what to leave behind.
I loved him, you know.
As did I. Take that love with you, Jaina. Let it lend you strength in dark times.
Thank you, Uther. Can you stay a while and talk? There's so much I'd like to share.
I loved this reunion. Even though it was one I did not expect, it was one I needed and wanted.
There is much to be done.
Greetings, my friend.
Oh!
Friend? The elusive Anari has no friends.
I have been woefully misrepresented. I can be a good friend, a useful friend to those in need. And everyone is in need of something.
You more than most from what I hear. In fact, I imagine this conversation is merely a pretext for you to inquire what I know of Zereth Mortis.
What?
Do you not long to see the realm of the first ones for yourself?
One day, perhaps, if the purpose wills it.
Were you not assigned to Corsia for your intellect, your curiosity? Perhaps your purpose, my friend, is not to hoard knowledge, but to share it with those who would put it to use.
I admit there are so many theories to explore, so many discoveries to be made. No, I will not think of it. Be gone, broker. I need nothing from you.
Holy shit.
Not today, perhaps, but one day you will. And when that time comes, I look forward to doing business.
Wow. They do not like each other. Oh, that is hilarious to a degree.
I will aid you as best I can.
But this is it, I suppose.
The true battle.
And when I swear by the light, we will not lose him to the jailer.
A single spark can set the world.
Not from you. Thank you. I think this is it. A matter of urgency. Oh, that's that quest I never picked up because I was spoiled and I was like, yeah, Oh, hold on. Misplaced Venthyr Tome? Oh, there's more Stay Walls and Listens over there. Father and son!
Well met.
Seeing the fate awaits Soul's Shadowlands, the chance to get to know my mother, it has caused me to reflect on choices I have made. Okay, that was not the same thing.
Let honor guide
You have
your
told
path.
me many stories of your life, Goel.
Okay,
It seems some of the memories trouble you.
Yes. I spoke of Garrosh,
Music.
son of Gromarsh Hillscream. I'd hoped to spare him from the darkness his father knew. But instead, I fear I'm to blame for the ruin he unleashed.
Fate sets a course before each of us. How are you to blame for the destiny he wrought?
I took him from Nagrand. I made him war chief. But when he needed me most, I left him to falter. And in the end, it was my hand that struck him down.
Your father used to say that a wolf decides whether to come when called, or to turn on its master. There is no fault, only nature taking its course. Garrosh shows his path, my son.
But I set him upon it.
You offered him a choice. You did not choose for him. Mourn if you must, but his decisions are not your burden to bear. His path ended. Yours moves onward.
Onward. Yes. There is much to be done. Thank you, Mother.
With the background music. Oh, oh, I love this one.
How goes the fight?
A different battlefield, different campaign, but everything remains the same.
Every defeat is a lesson.
I loved this one. I loved this one so much. Because yes, she is right. Even though Garrosh has his own opinions and he's an idiot, he chose his path himself. You didn't set him on it. It was not your fault. You went to save the literal world from a dragon ripping it literally asunder. Okay. Now, High Lord Darian Mograine, now also a Death Knight, with Alexandros Mograine, former Death Knight.
We are driven by a single purpose.
Orders.
Our campaign in Korthia is particularly challenging when this we can get. Okay, got that one already. One can only wonder how many secrets were lost forever when the jailer ensnared Korthia within the maw. The toll of his misdeeds take truly has no end. His misdeeds has truly no end. Say, well, listen, father and son.
A shadow of hope remains.
So, Tyrion Fordring took up the Ashbringer in my absence. I can think of few more worthy.
Indeed. He met the Lich King in battle and shattered Frostmourne itself.
And yet you sought to raise him into undeath. Why deny him the rest he had earned?
I once told Tyrion that only a silver hand can wield an ebon blade. We needed a fourth horseman, one to lead the others. He seemed the right choice.
It appears fate chose differently. This is not the legacy I meant to leave you, Darian.
You taught me to defend that which I hold dear. I am proud to carry on such a legacy.
And I am proud of you, my son.
Love. With the background music fitting to these things as well and everything. Okay. The ones who had the idea to put all these stay a whiles and listens in had a good idea with this. I love it. Reflecting back on things that happened and talking about them like this is... It's like... Imagine you have a fruit salad. And you're too completely into fruit. You don't despise fruit. You like the fruit. But what makes it much better is chocolate over it. Just like really your favorite type of chocolate. Depends on what type of chocolate you prefer. And stuff like that. It's just like, that on top that just makes it that makes a snack into a meal. And now let's see what this is about. Misplaced Venthyr Tome. A loose thread. Oh? A book appears to have been recently knocked off the table from the nearby Venthyr encampment. The Venthyr would likely appreciate you returning it to them before one of the grommets uses it for nesting material. Pick up the tome to return it. Okay.
Did you truly believe you were my only means of escape, mortal?
For fuck's
I
sake.
offered you an opportunity, one that you blithely refused. You will pay the price for crossing me. But first, there are more important matters that demand my attention. So enjoy this brief reprieve. It is the last you will ever know.
Oh no. Oh no. It appears you and Mal'Ganis are not done with one another. When you finally confront the jailer, you are certain the Dreadlord will be there as well. How did he escape, though? But at least they show it in the same, in like here, oh, by the way, he escaped. Kind of deal. That is cool that this like little thing is here. It doesn't give me an option to bring the book back to the Venthia though. So I guess it's the book was just mortal. Let me tell you something. Biatch. But like I like it when like hints like these are placed and they turn out to be something. What I really do not like about like the World of Warcraft community a lot is like that they look at things and like, oh, it makes no sense. I don't see any connection in this immediate moment. It's not obvious right at this moment, so it's bad writing. No. Sometimes people think further, and just because you are used to giving everything on a silver plate and don't understand it doesn't mean it's bad because you don't understand it. It doesn't mean it's not bad. You know what I mean. Anyway, I like it that this like this though, because this is a small optional, you might even miss it kind of deal. But it's there, and yep, he did bugger off. And it was always the plan that he would bugger off, because this was implemented in the patch already. Okay. But I think this is it. Because there's only a matter of urgency, which is like the quest with the Dreadlords and stuff. Light punishment, that's the one. Revendreth quest. That's just the Anima one, right? Replenish the reservoir, yep. Nope. Nope. I can't see anything on my map. I thought there would be more. I thought we would actually, like, be talking to Sylvanas now. And apparently there's supposed to be, like, a secret quest line hidden among stuff. I thought there would be more. Like, at least time-wise. Because I thought, like, there will be, like, a part with Sylvanas. But apparently it's not connected. Apparently it's somewhere hidden. Let me actually go to Oribos and see if there's something there. Maybe I have to do this quest to unlock it. I don't know. But that's just like the pre... Like, I did it on a different character by accident because I thought it was an unimportant side quest. And, oh well. But it led to the explanation of an entire boss within the Sanctum of Domination of its own. But anyway, let me just look around if there's anything new here. I mean, we have this guy's quest, which is probably a PvP one. The arena calls. So I'm in the wrong... on the wrong side. Let me... Oh my goodness. Wait. Oh no, that's downstairs. Those are the Anima dungeon quests and reputation quest kind of deal. I don't think you have anything new to say.
What's the situation?
No. I think I've listened to that style while I listened before. Huh. Okay, I guess this is it then. If I find anything else, then I'll stream again at some point, but this is it for today. We have discovered what lies ahead, and it's a cool cutscene and a bunch of cool, very cool stay walls and listens. And I really appreciate it. Yeah, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is it for today. I hope everything worked. I hope the stream actually did what the stream was supposed to do. And, I mean, it should be, everything's fine on my end, and on my browser it's showing me how it's running, so I'm just assuming here, but I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then please leave a like. That would be greatly appreciated. I know most of it wasn't really original, my commentary and stuff, just like some blabbering and explaining and my point of view. But anyway, still, I am very interested where this leads. If I can find the rumored secret Sylvanas' Fate quest or whatever it is. And if I find it, I'll stream it. But we'll see what comes next. I am very looking forward for the next patch, because there's a bunch of things that have been implemented to the patch that are customization options. And the patch after that will be the first patch that where the people that got kicked from Blizzard for the obvious reasons have not been working on anymore, maybe. I mean, to be fair, like, when the expansion hits, they're already, like, at least a patch ahead with, like, working on stuff and just, like, bug fixing and bug testing, while the groundwork of the last patch are being already laid and stuff like that. So, like, of course, the feedback that they receive now is a little bit late for the latest patch, I'd assume, because implementing, programming, all this stuff takes a while. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Greatly appreciated. I sincerely love all of you guys. And we'll see each other in the next video and our stream. Cheerio!